where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Hi there, everyone. This is your host, Phil, and our next guest with us is Amy Vanner, who's based out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, with her business called the International Society of Rider Biomechanics. How are you doing today, Amy?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Yeah, so Amy, tell us a little bit more about this and how you're helping people.
So we work with equestrians. And biomechanics is basically the study of movement of the horse. And so what we do is we focus on the actual rider, and if we can improve how the rider is sitting on the horse and asking the horse to do different things, we can actually improve the horse by fixing the rider. And what we do specifically is we do a lot of research, education. We actually train instructors and certify them all over the world. So we have an instructor certification program. We do a lot of consulting. So there's a lot that we do, and we can reach people, pretty much no matter where they live.
Sounds good. Okay, so with this business, you're focusing more on, the riders and how they're, on the horses.
Yes, how the rider can influence the horse.
Okay. So give us a few more details here. Like what's a way these riders could help these horses out or ride in a correct way?
Well, sometimes when people are riding their horse, they're like, oh, this horse, they won't do this certain movement. I just can't get them to do it. And then if you look at the rider, you're like, well, you're sitting really crooked, so it's no wonder your horse is moving crooked because you're actually sitting more to the left than the right. So it's making the horse's job to go straight very, very difficult. Or it might create patterns of soreness within the horse's body. And we've discovered that just from, different body work that we've done on the horses and things like that. So as we improve the rider, help improve their balance, make sure they're sitting on their seat bones equally, make sure they're sitting nice and level, and things like that. As we fix the rider, we can make the horse's job so much easier.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that with us. So, Amy, have you kind of always had a background in all this? What got you started initially with this?
I've been riding since I was 4 years old, and I don't really want to say how old I am now, but I've been at it quite a long time, and, I've trained under various people, but I had ran into someone at a horse show many years ago from Australia, and she was working in the biomechanics field, and she had actually started up this organization. She's since retired, and she left the organization to me for me to run now. But I noticed her at a few shows we were at together, and we were competing against each other, and she was always beating me. She'd be first place, and I'd be second place. I'd be, right behind her. And one day I went up to her, and I'm like, tell me your secret. What are you doing? And she told me, what she had been working on and what she had been studying, because she didn't have the fanciest horse there. It's not about that. It's about, how you ride, how you're sitting on the horse, how you're telling the horse to do things. It basically makes everything they're doing a lot easier. And so I studied under her for years and traveled around and followed her around to clinics and different farms and learned her teaching style and learned a lot more about it and just really kind of dove into it. And I saw so many positive changes, not only in the horses, but also with the riders, and the way we were teaching people to do this was a lot easier. So that's kind of how I got into this specifically.
Okay. Well, Amy, before we let you go here today, if we want to find out more about this, how do we contact you?
So we do have a website. It's riderbiomechanics.net. I have all my contact information listed on there. We also we have an online certification program for people that would like to look into being biomechanics instructor, and we're looking to put up some more online courses for all sorts of things. And we also have a membership for people that are interested in our organization.
Okay, well, Amy, thank you for joining us on the show here today. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you very much.